After my parents died in a car crash 8 months ago, they left me the profits from their tech company sale. Overnight, I became a millionaire and apparently the family idiot. Within 2 days of the funeral, every relative I had turned into a financial advisor. My aunt showed up every morning with real estate portfolios for her husband's definitely not a pyramid scheme business. My uncle cornered me at the cemetery to pitch his grief-based financial planner. Cousins I hadn't seen in years started grabbing coffee, always with accidental business proposals. Every one of them talked to me like I was a toddler holding a grenade instead of a 28-year-old with a master's degree. Then one Sunday, I walked into Grandma's house for dinner and found 12 relatives sitting in a circle with printed PowerPoints. My aunt stood up and said, "This is an intervention for your financial future. We can't watch you destroy your parents' legacy." That was the moment I decided to show them what destruction looked like. The next morning, I booked an appointment with a special effects artist who did hyper-realistic movie tattoos. 3 days later, I showed up to family brunch with a massive black butterfly tattoo covering my entire left cheek, with Craig Forever written through the wings in cursive the size of nickels. Craig, my dead ex-boyfriend. The one who cheated on me twice and stole my credit cards. My aunt screamed before I even sat down, grabbing a napkin and trying to rub it off. "What did you do to your beautiful face?" I smiled sweetly. Since I never need to work again, I want to honor Craig's memory permanently. The butterfly represents his transformed spirit watching over me. My grandmother started praying in Italian. My uncle pulled out his phone to call a dermatologist. My cousin literally threw up in her mimosa when I mentioned I was considering getting Craig's social security number tattooed on my forehead for our anniversary. And thus began 6 weeks of absolute chaos. My aunt brought 3 priests to my apartment, one who specialized in romantic demonic possession. My uncle tried to have me involuntarily committed, but the doctor ruled that bad taste in memorial tattoos wasn't a mental illness. They even made a shared spreadsheet to track my mental state with color-coded warning levels, which I know about because my teenage cousin sent me screenshots. Then Grandma mailed me $10,000 in a shoebox with a note that said, "Remove it." Cute, since I just inherited millions, but hey, free money is free money. The absolute peak? My aunt rented a mobile laser tattoo removal van and ambushed me in a grocery store parking lot. "We can fix this right now," she cried, while the poor technician stood there holding consent forms I obviously wasn't signing. Meanwhile, while they were losing their minds, I was meeting with university administrators, setting up a $2 million scholarship fund for first-generation engineering students at my parents' alma mater. 20 full-ride scholarships a year. Forever. They missed every email, every press release, even the ceremony where I stood on stage dedicating it in my parents' names. Too busy organizing prayer circles for my tattoo. By Thanksgiving, the butterfly still looked brand new, thanks to my special effects artist, who touched it up every 2 weeks. During dinner, my aunt started her usual toast, sobbing about how my parents would be spinning in their graves if they knew I'd turned myself into a walking memorial for that deadbeat criminal Craig. So I stood up and started peeling the latex tattoo right off my face. The room went silent. Grandma whispered, "It's a miracle." My uncle pretended he knew it was fake the whole time, even though he called Adult Protective Services on himself for failing to protect me. Then I slid a folder across the table. Inside were the photos and documents from the university scholarship program they'd all ignored. "I'm helping people who actually deserve it," I said. Though honestly, Craig would have deserved the tattoo more than any of you deserve a dime from me. No one's mentioned my financial decisions since. And 14 students have already graduated.